Before starting the video, let me give a disclaimer that these videos are going to be purely for the purpose of knowledge sharing, information sharing, and promotion of hobby. We are not just going to talk about one bird or one bird species or one animal or one animal species or mutation of animal or bird. We are going to do it one by one insect pattern form, and we will move toward different birds, different species, mutations, and different animals and their mutations. Even we will move toward agriculture, but it is going to be done by one manner or by step by step. Rather than just getting hurried up or giving some negative comment, you need to be patient and stay with us. Moreover, this is not just going to benefit us, but this is going to benefit all of the people who are involved in these things, and it is going to help make this hobby not only hobby, but going to make this hobby as industry all around the world, which is going to benefit people from all around the globe, not just me or my organization or people who are attached with me. The purpose I'm again saying is for the promotion of hobby. It is not going to showcase anything that we are a big entity or I'm having very much bigger knowledge than other people. If someone has more knowledge, then he can come up with his or her own video on his own platform, and I will appreciate it. Negativity is not in favor of anyone. It will just only result in bad for everyone. Even after this, if someone finds some negativity in it, then I can only just pray for every one of us and pray to Allah that He will only make positive things happen. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. As all of you know that I am making videos related to different mutations of cockatiel. So today I am also going to make a video related to a mutation of cockatiel. But as I put a disclaimer in start, and I also do say to the people that if you have some knowledge, then you can share it on your own platform and can provide the different hobbyists all around the world with your own version of the knowledge, and that would help and that will make the hobby. I do not have any kind of problem, but what I am doing is for the betterment of hobby and for provision of knowledge so people can easily refer to it. So today we are going to talk about a mutation of cockatiels, that is pied. Pied is basically the first mutation of cockatiel that was found in captivity, and it is a recessive mutation. It was first found in 1949 in two aviaries located in California, US, of Mrs. I forgot the name, Mrs. Kirsch and D. Putin. Mrs. Kirsch and Mrs. D. Putinum. Sorry if I'm wrongly pronouncing the name. Mrs. Mrs. Kirsch and Mrs. D. Putinum. Sorry. And this was first found in 1949. As I've already mentioned, this is referred as recessive pied. This is also referred in some areas as harlequin, and there are few other names that are used to describe different kinds of pied: dirty face pieds, butterfly, saddleback, and many other names. As I have already mentioned, it is the first mutation of cockatiel that was found in captivity, and till 1979, Mrs. Kirsch kept on working on pied to continue this pied. And if you want to say that when the pied had other additions of the birds or other mutation were crossbred with the pied, that was late, I would say that was in 1980s. And if you want to know that when white-faced pieds do came into the existence, that would be white-faced pied or white-faced pied variations came into the existence, or were there or were present or were bred out of the birds or different pairings that were in late 1980s. So pied basically, let me point out one thing before moving on into the video, that today I am just going to describe you few of the things related to the mutations, because this video is going to be a very long video, and I do not want to go in too details by speaking when I am just verbally uttering it, and I want to refer article more quickly rather than other videos, irrespective of other videos, because this article is going to be a very long article. There are few things that I just want to read out of article, and I do not want to continue repetition, because there is a lot of knowledge already related to pied available with the people, and that's why I am trying to mutation I will keep on varying the way I will create a pattern between describing it verbally and reading out of the article as I would think it is suitable to do so. So I was at the point that pieds are the easiest or the simplest definition of pied is that a bird that is having or that is lacking dark pigment, melanin pigment, and that is having white or yellow melanin pigment presence on his body. There is a pattern or there is a mix between a light color and a dark color, that is basically a pied. A pied can vary from light pied to heavy pied, and then you can say three basically you can say different segments of pied, that is light pied, heavy pied and clear pied. You can refer to them, and you can define other birds keeping those things in mind. The pied occurs when a yellow or white pigment or melanin pigment suppresses the dark pigment, and it becomes a dominant pigment at that place. The patch or the pattern can vary. Different birds do have different patterns. Breeding pied is fun, and it is also challenging. No two birds do have exactly the same pattern, and when you breed the birds, you cannot guarantee that they are going to give you I would say give you more similar looking birds. That can be similar in a sense that they are similar, but if you will look in depth, they won't be similar, they would be having a different pattern. It is good to use symmetrical pieds if you want to have heavy pieds with you, and that will let you generate more beautiful pieds with a more beautiful pattern or more symmetric pattern. Furthermore, a pied bird would have a light beak and light toenail color, and that is also because of absence of pigment. The clear pied bird may look alike. The clear pied bird may look alike a lutino, but it won't be a lutino. It would have a black eye, and the lutino would have a red eye. If it is an adult bird, in case of lutino, when you will throw the flashlight on it, the reflection would be red iris or light red iris and red pulip. But in case of clear pied, you cannot say that lutino black eyes. Lutino black eyes is no term, it is clear pied. So if you refer to it, then there won't be any reflection. But if it is split to pied, or it is carrying, or it is visually cinnamon, that a clear pied can also be a cinnamon can be a clear pied too. So that bird may have a reflection of wine reflection from it. And there is also a bird in whiteface that may look like whiteface lutino, but it is whiteface clear pied, and it is recommended that please, even all pieds should be done. I would mean to say that their gender should be judged with DNA rather than going for other things, or the 100% or better results are with DNA rather than, because pieds are very hard to judge in case of gender, because they do not have any symmetry. They may be showing signs that are of female, but they are actually male. Especially the pearl pieds or the cinnamon pearl pieds or dirty face pearl pieds do keep their bearings on tail or lining on the tail, and I would say the spots on their flight wing feathers for many molts or for many years, that make it hard to judge. But the pied male will also show all the signs that other mutation cockatiels do show. Male cockatiels do show, that are striking the beak, a form of a dance, jumping and making heart wings. That is what is common in all of the males. Pieds do have a lot of patterns in them. They can be paired to create different patterns. Pied may be a common pied, a cinnamon pied, white face pied, emerald pied, pastel face pied, cream face pied, dominant silver pied, or whatever pied. Every bird that is visually appearing a pied is coming under pieds. But there are varieties in pied. A pearl pied occurs when there is a mix of pearl in it. A white face pied occurs when there is a mix of white face in it. So these things do keep on going on. Pied is recessive. If you are not sure about a bird that it is split to pied or it is pied, because there is some argument going about, especially related to light pied. So if you are not sure that your bird is light pied or split to pied, you can test breed it with a visual pied to check either it is pied or not. If pied, as it is recessive, so siblings would be pied, and if it is not pied, then all siblings would be normal and they would be split to pied. All the babies would be split to pied, and those babies will produce 100% pieds, or even in some cases you can say maximum number of pieds in future when they will breed. So I think so this was whatever I have mind, let me tell you one more thing, that if you have pied is recessive and if you have sex linked gene present, especially in case of, I will explain in case of pearl, that if you want to produce a pearl pied bird, either for producing a pearl pied bird, if you want to produce split on first generation, then you need to have visual male of pied and a female that is pearl pied or that is pearl. The babies will come out and then those babies will in future produce pearl pieds. The males would only be split to pearl, but all birds would be, if even not visually pied, they will be split to pied. Moreover, if you have because pearl is sex linked, cinnamon is also the same case. If you have a pearl pied male paired up with a pied, or if you have a pied male split to pearl pied or split to pearl, and you are parenting up with the pied, you can still have babies that would be females and that would be pearl pied. But if you want to increase the ratio of the chicks, and moreover you want to have pearl pieds or cinnamon pieds in both of the genders, then you need to have visual pearl pied male or split pearl pied male paired up to visual pearl pied or visual pearl to have more of the pearls in it. It would be good if you have both pearl pieds in it. This is what I have in mind. Hopefully I'm not missing out something. Now we will move toward article, because I want to go quickly to the article, because article is going to be a very long article and the pictures would be shared with you. Maybe previously pictures won't be shared with you, but still as I will read out article, will share few pictures with you that will help you to learn more about pied, and maybe few things I would have missed out and some things I have myself kept for the article, because I want to go through it and I want to give more credit to the person who have written it. I usually make videos that first I define in big time, or the big portion of the video is basically when I am describing it verbally, and then there is a quick go through the article. But in these videos related to pied, or maybe in some future videos, I will see in what video what is suitable. I will go through quickly through my words and then I will move to article, or will go in a descriptive manner in my words and then go quickly through article. So let's go through the article and I will read out the article and let you people hear it. So let me scroll up to the article. So the first thing mentioned about pied is it is a pattern bird like a pearl bird. Pied is also known as recessive pied, harlequin. Moreover, it is referred as ADM pied, which means anti-dimorphic pied. It is a recessive mutation abbreviated as small p, capital D, PP and capital P, small d. There is a picture of pied in which you can see light pied, clear pied, and cinnamon pearl pied and pearl pied. I will share the picture in which you can see the origin of the pied, as it was the first mutation that occurred in captivity, and it was first found in Mrs. I again missed the pronunciation. Mrs. Kirsch, I think so that is the right pronunciation. Mrs. R. Kirsch and D. Putnam. That is what I think it is the right pronunciation to do. Was found in their aviaries, and Mrs. Kirsch continued working on pied until 1979. Pied is when the normal wild type body color are replaced with yellow or white in varying degrees as it varies. The most significant change to occur with the pied is distribution of melanin, gray or dark pigment that is deposited randomly on the selected area of the body, combined with the distribution of lipochrome, that is yellow, on the body and crust contributes to a variegated look to the plumage. This causes variegated means this causes different variations in the plumage, and a bird that is a pied will have yellow, white, that is basically causing or suppressing the dark area. That's why it is the pied. And even there can be birds in which you will only see yellow around neck or in feathers, and the other area would be white. In this case, in this scenario, the pied is basically more dominating, even the expressing yellow and dark also. When both the melanin dark and yellow are suppressed, the result is pied are appearing almost white. That can be a lookalike of lutino or white-faced lutino, that can be clear pied, or a pied bird that is basically having very less piedness, or that is having more white color in it but absence of yellow. Especially in case of white face, you do not see yellow color in it. The amount of yellow can be expressed, or that is expressing can vary from that can be from more yellow to less yellow bird on the body, more white to less white also. Interestingly, working on pied, two pieds cannot be having exactly the same or look-alike pattern. They may appear to a general person like same, but they won't be same. Thus, as pieds do have different variations, thus pieds are referred to as different terms. There are few other terms that would be told in the later part of the article, that is light, heavy and clear pied. Light pied is a bird. I won't go into much descriptions of these. Light pied is basically a bird that has less portion of pied in it, that can be from just a single feather to 25%. And heavy pied is basically a bird that has more portion, I would say more than 50 to 60%, that is white or yellow, and less than 50 or 40% of dark in it. A clear pied is a bird that is having no dark spot on it. After that, pieds are very easy to identify in nest box when they start to open up their pins, or even in pin when the pins are coming out of the body of the bird. Then you can clearly see the different coloration of the pin, and and you can easily judge that this bird is a pied or not. A pied is a visually bird that shows dark and white areas variation from it. For example, a normal pied is a bird that consists of random patches of clear feathers and grey feathers. Until 1980s, the cross breeding of pied was not done, but in 1980s the cross breeding of pied with pearl, which showed another pattern, was pearl, and pearl pied was created. The white face pied and variation in white face pieds were created in late 1980s. Each pied has a different amount of piedness in it, or different pied areas on the body that can vary from light to heavy pied, and clear feathers and body that could be referred to as. Now you would be seeing a picture that would be showing you, if you would be seeing the picture, that would be the most right would be light pied, then two heavy pieds, and then a clear pied. Light pied is a bird that can have just 1 or 25% of white or yellow plumage, and more of the you can say dark plumage in it, that is around 75% or more than 75%. A symmetrical light pied is a very good bird for producing heavy pieds or symmetrical heavy pieds in future, because it will express a symmetrical pattern, and it will move forward a symmetrical pattern. If you are in doubt about your bird that it is light pied or it is split to pied, then you can test breed it. If there are normal babies, then all the clutch would be split to pied, and the offsprings of those babies in the clutch would be 100% pied. Now you can see a picture in which you can see different light pied cockatiels in white face and normal also. In white face you are just seeing I would say a feather in the crust that is white, and I would say a line or a patch behind the neck, or nap behind the nap of the head, or at the neck, that is basically showing piedness. That is clear. Then there are pictures of babies to check out that what is variations in pied, or how you can check out the split of the pied. Then there is another picture to define that how you can test out of that is basically describing same whatever have been said previously. There is also a picture in it which is basically showing there is also light pearl pieds, and there are dirty face pearl pieds that you would be seeing in the picture. Heavy pied means the bird with more yellow or white plumage that includes predominantly yellow with just a few dark feathers present on the back, wing flights or tail. Now you can see different pictures that would be coming in front of you of different heavy pieds and heavy pearl pieds, because heavy pearl pieds or heavy pieds, they would be coming in pieds. All the pieds of any mutation are falling under pieds, and pied is recessive, pearl is sex-linked, and if a pearl is emerald pied, then emerald is recessive, pied is recessive, and if it is emerald pearl pied, then pearl is sex-linked, emerald and pied are recessive. So now you would be again seeing the picture that was already shown, which is showing light pied, two heavy pieds and a clear pied. The clear pied is basically a bird that exhibits no dark color and has no, even a single feather is not showing any dark color. It has light color feet and beak that can be shown, and it can be easily mistaken as a bird that is as a lutino, but it is not lutino. If you will throw a light on it, as it is a black eye bird, then it will not reflect any kind of reflection, but in lutino you will see red eye reflection. The exception is if a bird is split to cinnamon or is a cinnamon, then you can see wine reflection from the bird. Now you can see the comparison, the picture in which you would be seeing the comparison of a clear pied and a lutino. You can clearly see how the iris of these birds vary. The iris of clear pied is brown iris and black pulip, whereas the iris of lutino is red, light red iris and dark red pulip. Now, there are other pictures that are showing the clear pieds, which you can see. Then they have mentioned what I have already said, that the exception is cinnamon, that can show deep wine reflection and a brown iris, but a lutino won't be having a brown iris. All the mutation they are saying that of all the mutations, pied are difficult to judge their gender, and it is very difficult to do. That's why it is referred as ADM pied, that means anti-dimorphic pied. The random distribution of melanin dark and lipochrome yellow feathers may time obscure the visual differences between. They are saying that these things can wave out, or that can remove the visual differences between the sexes. So it is recommended to go for other signs rather than going for the spots or bearings in the tail. Many cocks, they are mentioning, many cocks retain the typical bearing to the tail and dots to some flight wings throughout several molts or for several years. I have myself seen males that were breeding with me for several years, but they were having bearings on their tails, lines on their tails, and they were having spots on their flight feathers. So it is better to judge pieds with other things rather than going for spots or tail bearings. Then there is mentioned of, if you have sex link present with us, you want to produce a visual sex link pied or split to a sex link, or a pied that is split to sex link, how you will end up. They have said that I will read out. If the pair is a sex link pairing, means the cock is either a visual sex link pied or split to sex link mutation, and the mother is not a sex link mutation, then the visual sex link mutation will be female. If you are having one bird that is male or split to that is male having sex link, visual sex link in it, or that is split to sex link, then the outcome, if the female is not visual sex link, then the outcome of those sex link bird would be females. A cinnamon pearl pied cock paired with a normal pied hen, all offsprings that visually show cinnamon and or pearl are hens, and offsprings look like the hen are cock. The offsprings that would be looking like a female would be cock, and those who would be showing the signs of cinnamon or pearl, either it is split or visual. If the male is split or visual to cinnamon or pearl pied, that would be most likely females. Pied like whiteface lutino, that is whiteface clear pied, one of the few mutations that is best to have DNA sex. The cock will exhibit all the other signs like other mutations of cockatiels that is exhibit all the signs like it beak banging, beak striking, you can refer it to heart wings and whistle, which can be good indicator of judgment of the gender of the bird. They are again mentioning it, specially mentioning it, that it is less reliable to judge from wing spots or tail bearing. There would be a picture that you can see and you can know about why they are saying it. Pearl-pied cocks may retain, they are again mentioning it, pearl-pied cocks may also retain the pearl feathers on their shoulders for several years or for their entire life. The pearl-pied birds can have some kind of pearl present on their for several years or maybe entire life, but the pattern will appear as but the pattern would be appearing at dilute. That may also give someone a conception, or that may sometime a pearl that has basically disappeared, but it is still appearing like a wash, and it is making a bird appear like a dominant silver, but it is not a dominant silver. I have myself sometimes got confused in it that this bird may be a dominant silver, but when it came into my knowledge that presence of pearl in pied or pearl in other mutations can also cause this thing. So then it came to into my knowledge, and that's why I always say that do buy only birds with the history. Then they are saying pied is also one of the few mutations that will show a mutation is split to pied, that if a bird is split, in some cases it is showing some signs of having split in it. The sign that can be a patch of a light color from that can vary from few light colored feathers or just a sign or a spot or a line at the back of the neck or back of the head. Other signs of being split are light colored toenails. You can have light colored toenails that would be showing that would be a sign of split, that but they are not 100% confirmed signs. That can be due to other reason. Dark strip on the back, on the beak. The beak would be basically having different strips on it. It would be having light strips and black strips. In adults, it would be a clear sign that this bird is split to pied. Sorry. A dark strip on the beak, the light color patches on the body, and with pearl mutation, elongated shape wing spots. The spots of the wing would be appearing like they are having some kind of scaling on them. Interestingly, when a lutino is split to pied, this is something interesting, that when a lutino is split to pied, then the iris of the bird will change to umber blue or blue white color. But if a lutino is lutino pied, then the iris will remain light pink, or you can say paler pink. There are some descriptive words that are used to describe pieds, such as primrose is also a word that is used to describe a pied that is having more yellow in it. But please do not confuse it with the bird that is being shared by Cockatiel, because that bird is completely different bird, and that bird is something that is with limited people, and I have only seen the pictures of Cockatiels of that bird. None other breeder has still shown it, and I don't think so that you should be running behind that. If you have a bird, even some breeders in Pakistan and all around the world, especially in developing countries, are selling the birds that are showing, even lutinos that are showing too much dark yellow in them, but they are not that bird. They are basically having liver disorder in them. So they are saying that if you see a bird that is having more yellow, it is not necessary it is because of liver disorder. Liver disorder bird will have a dull color, and the feathers condition won't be good, and there would be other signs also, the digestion problem, you can check it out. But the bird which is having deep yellow over the body, but that would be a uniform color, that would be a shiny color, and there won't be any kind of blotting present on it. Saddleback, butterfly back, or angel wing is description used to describe the pattern of dark feather on the back of the cockatiel. That is basically mostly used as describing V pieds, V pearl pieds, and reverse pied is basically a description for describing a clear pied or very heavy pied. Bullseye is also a description used to describe clear pied. There is also description to describe birds that are having patches on their cheek patch, that is dirty face. That is dirty face is used to describe the birds that are having patches, dark patches on their cheek patch, that basically makes them appear like a dirty face. When someone has a dirty face, it has dark patches on it. Even in human, if you see something dirt, then it is dirty face. If there is no dirt present over a human face, you won't say him a dirty. So if they refer that black patch as a dirt on the face of a cockatiel, that's why they say it as a dirty face. So there are pictures of pieds that are basically of reverse pied, angel or butterfly pied, saddleback, and a primrose pearl pied or pied. Then there is a picture that shows clear face, dirty face, clean face, heavy pied, dirty face, pearl pied. These variations are shown. Then there are some common questions related to breeding of pied. I will read out the questions and then I will read out the answers that were given by the experience of the person who is writing this. How can I tell if my bird is a visual pied or split to pied? I will read exactly the statement that is written here. In order for a bird to be a visual pied mutation, it must have at least, the mutation, if it is a visual pied, must have at least one clear wing flight or tail feather at least, or more. If it is more, then it is surely having pied. Then it is a split to pied. If not, if it is not showing any wing feathers or wing flight feathers or tail feathers as light color feathers, then it may not be a pied but can be a split to pied if it has some kind of patch present over back of the neck, of that is basically not of the dark color. Note, this is a point of contention between breeders on if this is a true or not. This is some kind of argument that is basically not agreed by every breeder, that it is a right way to judge or not. The person is saying that I am writing this for my personal experience. The upper pictures may have given you an illustration how to determine a bird if it is a split to pied or not. How do I breed out the dark chest and dirty face? The person is asking that how do I breed out the dark chest, that is having a dark pattern present over, or dark crescent present over the chest, and a dirty face or a dirty patch or a dark patch present on the cheek patch of the bird. How do I breed out? How do I have birds that are not carrying these in them? When breeding pieds, it is desirable to strive for a bird that is evenly marked and with no feathers present, no dark feathers present on the face. That means a clean face, chest, wing flight or tail. The easiest way to do this is, but it can take couple of generations, is to start with a one normal bird that has no split to pied and pair it with a pied that has a clean face and chest. Hold back the split offsprings and then pair them with the pieds that you want to be clear of these traits: dirty face, dark band across the chest. So if you want to have, you need to pair up a bird that is having symmetry, that is not having dirty face or dirty chest. You can pair it up with the common bird, and you can normal bird, normal gray pure line, and then which is not split to pied, and then you can get the offsprings, and those offsprings would be producing symmetrical birds with not having dirty face or dirty chest, or you can say dark band over the chest. How can I breed for symmetrical, nicely marked pied? In this question, in the answer of this question, the question is basically that how can a person have birds or breed birds that have symmetric pattern, or breed out the birds out of their birds that are having nicely marked symmetrical pattern. So in this, the writer of the article is sharing the experience. I have found that the most valuable pied to breed for heavy symmetrical pied is a very light pied. That is a very valuable point. Here they are mentioning that just have one or two clear flight feathers on each wing located in the same place on each wing. Even a light pied that has just two center tail feathers that are clear. The first thing I would suggest is to pair this light with a normal, that is no split to pied. Hold back these splits and the pair then will have equal amount of light and dark color birds, light and dark pieds, and some of the offsprings will be nice heavy symmetrically marked pied. From the personal experience of the person, the first clear pieds were of the offsprings of two splits from very light symmetrical pieds. So in this answer, the person has shared the experience or shared the knowledge that if you want to produce symmetrical pieds, you need to have light pied. That is the best thing in the suggestion of that person, that is having symmetry in it. Even one feather present on the both at the same point. If one feather is of light color, that is second number feather in the left wing, then it should be the second feather in the right wing, or two middle feathers of the tail that are basically symmetric to each other, or that are basically a mirror image of each other. Then you need to pair that bird with a pure bird having no splits, and then you will get the babies may be of gray color or normal. Then those babies, when they will breed, they will produce symmetrical birds that would be dark color and light color, and they will also be producing heavy symmetrical pieds. And that is something, it can take some time for a person to do it, but it will surely end up having good thing. And the person is saying that the first clear pied that he had, or in this case she had with him, was from the birds that were basically the parents. One of the parent was light pied and the other parent was normal gray, and the babies were split to pied, and when those babies breed they produce clear pied. Then the next question, that is the last question also, and that will end this article. Why must I use a male that is not split to pied to breed for offsprings that are split to pied? Why, in this scenario, in this question, the person is saying that why must, here the point is, why must I use a male that is not split to pied? Why must I use a male that is not split to pied to breed for offsprings that are split to pied? The reason why you do not want to start with a bird that is split to pied is because if you do not know the pattern or faults that the split pied carries, the pattern and or faults can be passed to the next generation. Ideally, what you want to do is pair a normal with a pied that visually exhibits the desired traits. For example, a pied with a clean face, clean chest, and or symmetrical place, flight feathers paired with a normal with no splits, you will have offsprings that are carrying the traits you are working toward. So in this question's answer, the person is basically saying that if you want to have good pied with you that are having symmetry, and you do not want to risk it that you paired up a split, that's why it is not recommended to pair up the split that is not having any known history, because it can carry some traits you do not want to have in your offsprings. And if you breed that bird, then if you breed that bird, then you would be having those traits present in the coming offsprings, and that would be disturbing your line. And if you want to have birds with a good pattern or with the traits you want, then you need to have a normal male and a visual female, or a normal bird with a visual bird that is basically having the traits you want, that is not having, especially that is having a symmetrical pattern, that is having symmetry, that is basically called as a symmetrical pied, or that is not showing any other disturbance of pigmentation or pattern, then you need to pair it with, and the result would be maybe normal pieds, and those pieds would be giving you the offsprings that are having the desired results of, or the desired symmetry you want to have in them, and that is the right way to do, and that is the good way to do. So this was the video related to pieds, and I think I have shared whatever I could, shared in my own words and and from the article by reading it out. So if you think that I am making some valuable videos, and this is some addition to your knowledge and it can help other to learn also, so please do like, subscribe and share these videos. Like the video, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and moreover share these videos so that people can learn from it. But if you think that my videos are not giving you knowledge and they are not worthwhile enough, so you do not need to share it with anyone. And I will only say that if you think that you are learning something from my channel, then you should not only just subscribe, you should also like my video, you should also share it with the other people so other people can learn from it. I will keep on making videos with different patterns of having a different kind of a mix with verbal things and with article things, depending upon what I think is more suitable in this regard. And I will keep on making other videos related to different mutations and also related to different things. So this was for the today's video. Inshallah I will see you in next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much for watching this video.